What's going on, people? Welcome back to another episode of The Build Up. And as you can see, we are recording right after the FC Twente game. Oh, I remembered this time actually. Like and subscribe. I always forget literally every time. We need your subscriptions and likes now more than ever because morale is low, extremely low, lower than it's ever been. Last pod, I think I said we are so back. We couldn't be less back. We are so far gone. Whatever the opposite of back is, we're there. United, we haven't talked since the Palace game, so United drew at Palace and then drew at home tonight against Twente. Ten Hag said he hates to. What was the exact quote? He hates to
Hates to hurt
hurt
the club he
something.
loves.
Yeah, hurt the club he loves, and he hated it a lot apparently because we didn't hurt them very much whatsoever. This is gonna be a rant sesh, therapy sesh, whatever you want to call it. As I was talking to the guys before, I was at work watching the game in meetings, kind of in and out, so I'm gonna have to rely on them. For context, I was presenting an idea right at work, and it was 1-0. And then I looked up, it was 1-0. I presented my idea, looked down, it was 1-1. So yeah, I'll let anyone take it from wherever. Just how are you guys feeling?
Just that quote. Who is it? It says sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe shit. Just like that. Like one game good, one game shit. I just don't understand. Like you can get into all tactics and stuff, but the first half, I just thought we're on top. This is one of them games, easy games. We're just gonna keep scoring. Once Eriksen scored, it was fairly on top, but we didn't threaten the goal. And then this all go back into the second half. I thought we were pressing in a 4-2-4 again. Like, why? Just do the same thing as we did against Palace. It just didn't work. But second half, we got picked off easily.
The last 6 games, we've had 2 wins, 2 draws, and 2 losses. Like, genuinely, why does every goalkeeper just channel the inner LeBron 2016 versus Golden State and just goes crazy?
Out of Old Trafford,
and
every
just blocks
keeper has
everything.
to.
I don't get it. Like in the first half, I don't know how he saved that literally own goal, that almost won the goal. I don't know. Like generally don't know. The header towards the end with the deflection. I don't know. He took who is this guy? Who is this guy, bro? Like, bruv. And yeah, I have not. I don't know, man. It's just like this club is like a roller coaster, and you go so high after like winning 3-0, 7-0, then you go so low. The only thing I care about is that Rashford did a flip flap nutmeg. Should have had 2 assists. I'm leaving here with something. I'm up around the way. I'm leaving here with something. Like I give him. He looks confident. He's going on the outside. He's using his left foot a lot more, which I said in the last pod. Like we need to see more of. And he doesn't even have an overlapping option. So whenever the left backs come back, I'm going to see more. Well, if
I was just about to say
if they come back, or if he start like the little 17-year-old sperm in the Harry Amass instead, I don't know. But I don't know, man. This like I'll be honest with you guys, Ugarte, bruv. All the Twitter tacticals are right. All of them are right. I don't know what I'm seeing. I don't know what the man upstairs in that boardroom saw, but I'm seeing a hell of a lot of. It's like
It was definitely a data.
Bro,
it was definitely a data signing. Like it was definitely a player that just saw data. It looks good.
Was he like really bad though? I need to like.
No,
I saw some bits. I saw some bits and pieces. Like, are people overblowing it, or was he actually?
He wasn't really bad, but he
was all right.
He
was average.
He was like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I didn't really see much from him at all. To be honest with you, out of possession, he was a bit mid. I can't lie. In possession, he was a bit mid. I can't lie. There was one time he was on a dribble inside a box, and then he did a slide tackle to the corner.
He tweeted saying, "I'm sorry for my performance" or something like that.
Like, are you serious?
Yeah, go check
it. You apologize?
Ugarte, yeah.
Is that? Are you sure it's his real account?
Yeah, I think it
That
was.
might be
Yeah.
NBA Central, bro. Are you sure about that?
No, check.
He said the first to criticize himself. It wasn't a great game on a personal level. We have to keep working.
As long as he's self-aware.
Just a bad start. How do you have
And
3.1K, only 3.2K likes in 30 minutes? No emotion, bro.
none at all. And the way we started, well, they had a clear-cut chance which they should have
Yeah,
scored.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah, yeah. I remember
And
seeing
then
that.
that was Dalot's fault. I don't know what the hell he was doing the back heel there.
look,
And then we scored a goal, won the goal from Ericsson, who I don't know,
Yeah, good goal.
maybe maybe that pacemaker has the ability to turn back
Look.
time to like 2016. I don't know, he's looking crazy. He was looking crazy good the last few games. And
look.
like Hassan said, of course, we won in games where we
Yeah.
scored 2, 3, 4. There were a few half chances, but we had possession, but we didn't do anything with it. If I'm being honest, we created a few half chances here and there, and then second half came, and then we were on top. It was comfortable, like it was a comfortable 1-0. You think we were gonna score a second, go on to win it, and then their right back turns into Mycon reincarnated, runs through our whole defense.
That was their right back?
That was their right back running through our whole defense, and then Maguire turns into.
Look.
Where were our center backs?
Maguire turns
Why
into
was Lisandro on the halfway line? Was that a transition moment? I only saw the replay.
No, it was
No.
no
I didn't see
transition,
that.
but he picked the ball up from right back.
Why is Lisandro in their half?
Lisandro was in their half.
Honestly, look, I love
Too
Maguire,
much.
yeah, but there's a difference between him and De Ligt when they're playing. Like we literally, De Ligt's just starting high up the pitch. He's just a bit quicker. He can cover the yards quicker, and he's like passing sort of quicker as well. He can play comfortably with both feet. Even now, I'm thinking, I can't wait for Euro to come back because Lisandro, he's stepped up a lot of times this season. He's been aggressive, but it's like he's lost his like pace or he can't win anything. Like I don't know if it's just me or he's good on the ball still, but
Bro,
I'm just not
he
seeing it
literally
defensively. Like
bro, it's like
they
bro,
pump a ball up and he can't even hold off the defender. Like usually if there's a long ball, so some players sort of win the duel, and now the striker usually just feeds him off and then just feeds his wingers. It's just I think he had a good season that first season, and then last season he was in and out of the team, and now he's just come back, but he just doesn't look the same. I don't know if it's just me or what did you think?
bro, he's 5'3" with an attitude, fam. I've had enough of him, man. Like, no, I've had enough of him. But there are some times where
He's such a
he looks
clever
really good.
footballer, but
There are sometimes where like there was like the crazy clip which you've probably seen on Twitter, CK, where he literally just like dribbles past 2 players or centre half.
Yeah, no, I remember seeing that.
He went crazy, and there were times where he was really, really high, and then the ball got played in behind, and his recovery pace was all right. I think it was better than what I thought it was. He did all right for the majority of it, but there were some times where the ball got into
when
midfield, he went like that straight away, and there's no reason. Like he's flying out of the defense.
and
I'm
he's
just like, what are you doing?
I saw the yellow card he had. He was just
It's
late.
he,
stupid.
he doesn't win the ball as much. He's always late now.
Yeah.
Like the first season he came, he used to be on point. Like every time he used to step up, he used to win the ball.
It's so weird though because he just
But
had
now,
an insane Copa America a month, 2 months ago. Like he was damn near
yeah,
the best player on that team. Like
But
I don't understand. Is
it's
it
kamikaze.
the role
It's
that
a defender is only as good as how much space they have to defend, right? So it's that famous quote that Cruyff did, like, if I have to defend 5 meters of space, I'm going to be like good. If I have to defend like 50 meters of space, you're not going to be good. So he has to defend at a crazy amount of space because of how open our system is. So he has
talking
to.
about space, I don't know why Ericsson played more than like 60 minutes. He should have been off before that
Oh
goal.
my! Listen, yeah, that pacemaker turning back to 2015, then it just went right back to 2024, and when it comes to 60 minutes, and his legs just went. It like for the goal, like if you saw it, like I can't. Lie,
yeah.
I was expecting him to do a Cruyff turn, like the way his body was shaped. I expect him to do a turn, take 3 players out, or
I
pass it
You
back
think
to the
just
keeper.
don't turn. You never turn inside
No
when you don't know
man,
what's behind you. It's just like
bro,
it's like the cardinal sin.
literally like
Ten Hag's game management
Yeah,
it's been questionable.
the subs coming on at what? They came on at like 75?
I
78,
don't understand
78.
taking Rashford off as well. Like
Yeah, the Rashford sub was
he's
weird as well. He was their
and
from what
then
it
the
looked
sort
like he was
of
our most dangerous player.
But he was killing it, and then for the goal as well, Maguire turned into a corn star, opened his legs so far wide to get nutmegged, dived in, corn, and then what happened after that? And then moment to Ericsson, he just didn't check his mirrors. His rear view mirrors were broken. He should have passed it back to the keeper, didn't. And then I see some guys blaming Onana, bro. Masses was like, I don't, Sammers, I think.
No, I feel like he should do better on Arnold
He
because
should do
he's
better,
not
but
even covering the far post.
the guy's like 5 yards away from him at that point. It's like whatever he do, he's kind of
No, but I
screwed.
think
But
he should
you do
control
need to force someone towards the far
his
post. You're
near
right.
post.
Should he have come? You think he should have come out, or
I think he should have had a hold on his near post, like controlled it. He just kicked in and him.
like if the guy scores, let him
Mbappe.
score.
Finish
If the guy
again.
scores, let him score on the that way. Don't let him literally score like right next to you. Like if I'm at least block one part of the goal off in it, at least don't let.
If you look at the goal again, his body position, he's not even thinking about the far post as well. Like he wouldn't, even if the guy shot it at the far post, Onana wouldn't have got to it because of the way he's like standing.
But it's a shame because his passing was so good in the game. Like there were
Yeah,
times
yeah.
where like that there was a pass which got Dallo through, running at the last line of the defense. It was like, oh my god, like what is going on? Like his passing was unreal with both feet, and Dallo looked Dallo, bro, that guy like he's Swiss Army knife in it. Wherever you put him, the guy does well, man. Like CM, Cam.
Yeah, he had a couple moments today that I was like, wow, what a player.
We've got a conundrum though. Like Xerxes, he makes us better, but he can't score goals.
Can't finish. Yeah,
That
that one ball
nonchalant-
that Rashford put it on his, I think it was on his left foot, slid it across, and Xerxes was just late. Like you just gotta be there, bro.
like Xerxes, the way he scores goals is like CK's Instagram aesthetic. Like it's too nonchalant. Like I don't like it. It's too looking off in the distance. Nah, like bro, look at the camera, smile, do a pose or something. Don't just there be showing off your fits, bro. Like you get what I'm saying? Like do something, like run towards the goal. Like it's been like 2 times where it was like against Southampton where he got his toe on it. Against today, he got a little bit of a touch on it. He's just like a quarter of a second behind, but a quarter of a second makes all the difference when you, especially in the box. Like, come on, dog. But he still had a few nice touches. Had that good shot with his left foot. I don't know, man. He needs to get more involved, I think. But
I think there's an elephant in the room here. There's a big elephant, a Portuguese elephant that we might need to discuss.
I can't do it, man. I can't speak against my boy, man.
We love him. We all love him.
He's
We
a good
all
dude.
love him.
He's a good dude. He had a good run.
He's our captain of this football club.
He played shocking.
But this whole season, he's been shocking. Let's be honest. From pretty much this whole season, he has this obsession. I tweeted out the first game. This obsession that he has with Trivelas this season. It's like he has to score or do something with. He's so many incompleted passes, and the Palace chance that he missed the other day, he tried to Trivela it for no reason. Just hit it.
One. Yeah.
Just hit it. I don't understand. But aside from that, even just like his performances have been quite shocking. And this is the thing with Bruno. His highs are so high. Like the way he closed out last season, he was literally incredible. Like, but his lows are just so low.
But then we sort of like see when he's not good, we don't create anything. Like,
yeah, no, it's a conundrum. It's a catch-22. It's because even if you take him out of the team, we're worse. We're gonna be worse. It's just really unfortunate timing with the new contract in the summer, and then to come in and not be at your best, not even be close to your. Like, what do you? Is it you think it's a mental thing? Is it like a play style thing? Like,
I just think it's down to himself because, like last season, we were like, "Oh, he's too deep. He's not in the 10." Now he's literally in his zones, and he's not.
Yeah, he's in.
Like last season, he was starting deep a lot. I don't know if it was last season or was it the season before.
It was last season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When he was picking up the ball in the 6 and.
He was playing like center back a couple times.
Now he's in his zones, but I feel like it's down to himself. I don't know. It's
the passes aren't coming off. The decision making is
burnt out, or maybe I don't know.
I feel like with Bruno, like he's so good. Like let's be honest, he's so good when he's good.
Yeah, he's the
but
best.
like he does limit your team tactically sometimes. It's the God's honest truth because we've seen the difference. Eric's like, and I get Ericsson and Bruno two different. Like one's a basically a shadow second striker / cam. One's like a further guy further deep. But we see the decision making on the ball sometimes. It's just like night and day. It's literally night and day, and the calmness in which Ericsson brings to midfield is completely different to what Bruno does. Like no one can tell me Bruno's a good presser. The guy runs like a dog, but he does not intelligently know how to press. He just runs. He just runs, and his head just goes. And I think it's a symptom of our team because Hassan, you saw this. As soon as we drew 1-1, they had three opportunities to score the winner. They could have easily. They had like a
Twente
3-on-1 which they messed up. They had a 3-on-1 in which they messed up.
I saw the
Mazraoui had to come and cover at the back post, right like last second. The guy was onside, and there was another counter-attacking opportunity which they messed up. Like our team lost our head, we lost all shape, we lost everything.
The
Like
thing
mentally, we're
is,
weak, and
the th-
he's our captain. He's got to pull us together. I know it's harsh, but bro, he's captain. He's been here for ages. He loves the club. We know he loves the club, but bro, like, and shifting him to a right wing. What they take him off there at that point.
taking Rashford off to play Bruno right wing is just I just don't understand.
Like when I
I
saw the
think
subs, I thought he was gonna go with that 4-2-2-2. Was gonna have like Rashford, Ahmad out wide, and Hoyland Xerxes up top, and Bruno Ugarte or maybe Mainu Ugarte and try and go kamikaze ball for the winner. Maybe because I seen ZK do a thread on that. I thought he was gonna try and actually do that. But when he took off Rashford to put Bruno right wing. I was just like how bold are you? Like what's he thinking?
the
What
th-
like, is there a dent in his head? Like no other manager, like his substitutions are the worst I've ever seen. Then you have certain man saying FC Twente are a good team. Like I can't be asked. I can't do this anymore. I can't do this. Like generally, like what's going on?
the thing is, we can't kill games. Like there's so many times we be on top, we be winning 1-0, and we just end up losing it. Especially in this when we tried to attack after that goal, everything just went because before that, I think Ten Hag was telling the team to defend, but he did say, "Oh, defend, defend," but that was when they scored, and then obviously everything just went out the window. And the first season, Ten Hag, he was known for his substitutions. Like whenever he used to make a substitution, he
Yeah.
used to like score goals. And since like this last season, they've just been questionable to say the least. And I just don't understand why you take Rashford off when you need a goal. Like
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. I think
Hold on, I'm great. I think he's obsessed with. I get rotation. I get it. I understand it. Like rotation is needed, 100%. But then dropping Rashford against Palace to me made no sense. To me, it made no sense. Even though
no
Garnacho could have scored
zero
two goals,
sense.
Garnacho could have scored two goals, but to me, it made no sense because I was like,
He's like he's trying to get too cute with it. Like he's trying to get like there's no reason to drop Rashford. He's like we know Rashford's the ultimate rhythm player. Like once he gets going, like he's insane.
he cooks.
He
He cooks.
he grabs 3 goals in 2 games. This is the game where the Crystal Palace game was the moment where he's supposed to be like score again and be like, okay, we're back. And then you rest him against Twente.
Yeah.
But I clocked it and I tweeted out. I said, Ten Hag wanted to win the game against Twente more than he wanted to win the game against Crystal Palace. That's why he rested Rashford. That's the only reason I can think of.
Boys were 11th in the league.
it's only 4 games and 5 games.
Brother,
You know our next 3 games.
Look who we have played.
You know our next 3 games.
Spurs,
Tell me.
Spurs home, Porto away, Villa away.
I'll be honest, before the Palace game, I'm saying 2 wins out of 3. Now, after this game, I'm saying 2 wins out of 3.
0 points, bro.
Bro,
Away to Porto. We can't beat Twente at home, but we're going to go away to Porto and win. Yeah, bro, it's over. What team is he going to play then? What subs is he going to make then?
It's never been more over.
How could it possibly be that on September 25th, we're already here? We're already like, motivation is shot. Hope is shot. Like, how is it possible?
And in September 26th here, and I still feel the same way. Like, bro, it's crazy. It's crazy. Like, I generally, you know what it is with Ten Hag? Like, it gives you like 5-10 like a few minutes, a few like good play. You're thinking, yo, he's cooking something. He's cooking
just
something.
enough to hold
He's
on to.
cooking enough to like it's like going on a date with a
Jeez,
girl
bro.
in it, and you leave it, and she gives you oh, I had a good time, this and that, bloody blah, and then she airs you. You're thinking, what? You get aired? She texts you again like 3 days later. You're
speaking
thinking,
from
oh yeah, I'm back.
Are you talking from experience?
Shut your mouth. Something like that. You get what I'm saying? Like
You're
you
talking from
I'm
experience.
back, and then
he knows the
potentially,
situation well.
potentially, and then you're thinking, what's going on? Like, Bob, like it's just like it's one of them ones that you either block her and just delete the conversation because it's just never gonna work out. I just end it, fam. Like this guy, like I don't care about any more. I don't care whatever else I see on Twitter. I've known the truth about this guy. When we finished 8th, everyone used injuries as an excuse, and the FA Cup. He's literally living off the FA Cup final. He's living off the FA Cup final, and the last 6 games have showed it. Like, how can we win 2, draw 2, and lose 2? How?
We haven't
Boys,
even seen anyone good besides Liverpool.
boys, Liverpool battered us not even coming out of second gear.
I wouldn't say. I mean,
when it came to the second half, they were coasting the second half, bro. They were coasting.
It's the in-game management that's the problem. Like, he doesn't change stuff in game, like until it's too late.
He has a good bench as well. Our bench objectively is not bad.
Like, our shape never changes. Like, it changed against Palace at halftime when it changed against Southampton at halftime when we got on top, and then against Palace we used like a 4-1-4-1. But then today it didn't, I don't even think it changed. It was like 4-2-4, 4-4-2.
Bro,
And
like
I feel like he waits too long. Like,
well, the first half against Palace was unreal. That's the best football I've seen us play in like ages. Like we were cooking them. We should have been 3-0 ahead if I'm being honest. First 15 minutes we were
second
cooking.
half against Southampton as well was good.
Yeah, it was good, but then Bruno missed a set. But then at the end we got lucky. Like Eze missed an easy chance at the end. Like we got lucky towards the end. Like I don't know what it is. Like obviously he's unlucky on his side because obviously he's putting the players in the position. The players gonna score. Whatever is what it is, isn't it?
Yeah. I
But
feel like
day,
if the players score, then he's got more opportunity to sit back a bit. But then if they don't score, then it's like we're just losing.
We're also just like not even good in the attacking third. Like I was watching, like there's so many opportunities where we get to the front. Like Ahmad had a couple drives to the byline, and you just get there, and we're like, it's just like we're waiting. Like we don't know where players are gonna be. Like a couple of times where we're just running into the area with like no actual ideas.
Because of the rotations, like
possibly, I think. I just don't know like what we're doing in training. Like it just seems like there's no real like idea behind like our attacking play.
There's amount of times I've seen Ahmad or Rashford on the left wing, and there's literally like only 1 or 2 players in the box, and I'm just there like, bro, like where are the other players? And then suddenly, whenever there's a counter attack, we have no players back. It's kind of like, where's everyone gone? what's if they're not in the box? Where are they? Like, where is everyone? Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, bro,
I think if you watch Ipswich this season, they've been attacking really fast and they've been attacking really well. They've got a good manager.
Hassan is you're not slick, bro. You're not slick. We know what you're trying to do.
What are you suggesting? Say with your chest.
Exactly what you're trying to do.
We know what you're trying to do, brother. Jamie Jackson reported the same thing. Jamie Jackson reported the same thing, but it never happened. What were you trying to say? You
stand on business.
You stand on business, brother. You said it.
I mean, I wouldn't mind.
Listen, man, a little German, a little Northern Irishman. I wouldn't mind. But this Dutch guy's got to go. It's got to go.
I just get like, I feel like it's like a thing. Like, I think I put it in the group chat earlier. Like, within the first 10 minutes, I was like, I'm getting heavy, like last season vibes. Like, just like the way the game was going in the early 10 minutes, I was like, we're not getting a result. Like, I could just sense it. Like, I don't know why. It's just like this thing.
Do you not think it's a mentality issue as well? Like,
no, for sure. I think it's just like, but when you concede, when this sort of stuff happens so often, it's like anything else. You just become used to it. It becomes like your nature.
But where does it all stem from? Like Like I remember reading reports last season of some fans who were Ten Hag in saying, "Oh, it's not Ten Hag's fault. Ten Hag wants the players to go up to the halfway line, but they're not exactly doing it." Whose fault is that? If I'm telling you something, you're not understanding me. It's my job to manage you. Whose fault is that? It's my fault because you're not doing it because it's the buck stops for me. So if my players suddenly lose their heads at 1-1 against FC Twente, lose all shape, all structure, and I made horrific subs, horrific jail
Yeah,
worthy 5
the
years.
in-game management was just awful. Like, I don't think you can escape that. Like, whatever you can say about tonight, well, these have been the luckier players, but this season, in-game management, it's been awful, man. Like, just
Bro, like
can't. The
all the
subs that
good,
he's making,
it's
they
it's
don't make
it's
sense.
What do you think is the thing with like? I don't understand the Rashford thing at all. Like,
I think
maybe
that's-
he's maybe Garnacho's performances off the bench are putting him. He's thinking, yo, I gotta give him more of a chance, this and that.
no,
Blah,
but
blah, blah.
he'd
but
take
surely it's Ahmad though, right?
yeah.
Like from what I heard, or from what I saw, Ahmad didn't exactly light the world on fire. Like he's been good, like decent this season, but like 1-1, you need a goal. Surely it's Ahmad or I don't like. It's just not Rashford. Like it's really just not. Like he's our best player the whole day, and if anyone's capable of creating something, it's got to be him.
Maybe he's scared of like losing more defensive solidity, but
It's 1-1 at home against Twente, man. Like
I mean,
defensive solidity
by the
high.
end.
Let's be
Bro,
honest. Come on.
But this guy he's the biggest pussy I've seen in my life, bruv. Honest to God. And I've been on a podcast with ZK. Like, come on, dogs. Like, come on, man. Like, come on, man. Like, what are we doing here, guys, man? We know exactly. He's shown us who he is for the last 2 years, and we've just been blind to it because of the trophies. Trophies are sick, don't get me wrong. But what I see week in, week out is what I care about the most.
Bro, if we don't get out of like the group of Europa League, if we don't get to the knockout, like
It's impossible to not get it.
Have you met Mr.
it's
Ten Hag?
impossible. What do you mean impossible?
Listen,
It's like he's in like top 10 or something.
listen.
Top 8.
Andre Onana dropped the
We're on 1
worst
point right
Champions
now.
League campaign in human history last season. Worst Champions League campaign I've ever seen in my life last season in Champions League. He was the reason we never got through. He was the reason we never
Bro,
got through.
if we go away and lose to Porto, we're on 1 point, and then you know what our next game is? You know what our next Europa League game is?
What is it?
Fenerbahce away. We're not winning. Jose, we're not coming out there with the win.
I will delete
That's
Twitter
the
for the
point.
day. I cannot have Joe.
That's the
Oh my
point.
God.
And then we play a Greek team, and then we play the Bodo Glint, who beat Porto today, like 3-1. And then we play, like, I could see it happening, bro. I could see it happening, which is
Maybe.
insane. But like,
Well, from the reports this season, from what all these journalists have leaked out, is that the team, the performance team, whatever, are more concerned about the performances rather than the actual results. So I remember after 2-3 games in, there was already reports saying, "Yo, he's a bit under pressure because they gave him everyone and the team was playing out against Southampton and against who did we beat 7-0? Barnsley against Southampton and Barnsley." And the first half of Palace, obviously we played well, but then second half of Palace, whole game today, I don't think that team will stick with someone who's so up and down, considering the investment they've made this season. We've spent a fair amount. Let's be honest, we've spent a fair amount on quite a few players. So I think that team will be quite quick to pull the trigger if the performances are not leading up. And like Carragher always says, if you have a manager and you're interviewing other people, you don't trust this manager. Then you don't trust him. It's just a matter of fact. You don't trust him. You don't fully believe in your heart of hearts it's the right guy to take you forward. If they think they can get McKenna next season, if they think they can get Thomas Tuchel next season, if they think they can get Nagelsmann or whatever, they're pulling that trigger and Van Nistelrooy is going to be interim. That's all I know. That is definitely going to be the thing. Because what else would you get? A full-time manager to be an assistant manager of a guy who's arguably he's better than. Like, it doesn't make sense. Make it make sense.
Talking about looking forward, Sunday, Spurs.
Right, shoot me. But I'm
bro,
still Spurs have been hot this season.
Like we could easily just like win, but I could see it going like because like both of these teams, right? Spurs and United are both inconsistent. Like Spurs can turn up one day and like everything's clicking and they can just hit you for 4 or 5, or they could be terrible. But the thing is, like, I just don't know how we're gonna score. Like, I don't see where our goals come from.
They
I
gave
kind
away a
Like,
lot of
do.
good
like
chances, though.
I kind of do
yeah, but
because
like
their highline's crazy,
their
man.
highlight. We said highline against Brighton.
No, but the Spurs one is like
Yeah, but they also have athletes to like. They have Van de Ven, they have Christian Romero, they have Destiny Adogi, they have Pedro
Well,
Porro.
I've
They
seen
have
Alexander Isaac
they,
turn Van der Ven into the Reagan Australian breakdancer at the Olympics.
okay.
I don't think
We got Xerxes, bro. He's not turning. He's not that Xerxes flick though to Rashford. Oh my god, what a player!
that
I don't know
Xerxes
why. I don't know why I
step
thought of
over.
that, but
It did things. It did things.
no, he's insane. A great player, but I just don't. I don't see how you can go into this game with any sort of confidence that we're going to do anything. To be
I feel
honest,
like it's going to be one of them games where we start strong and then Spurs
yeah,
get back into it and then they just.
I feel like we're probably going to start strong, but not score. Like have a couple chances, not score, then like Son, 16th minute hurler.
Solanke.
Yeah,
Got Solanke.
some Onana's just like stood. He's rooted. He looks at
Solanke against
everyone.
Martinez.
Yeah, if they score first at OT, like I think it could get ugly. To be honest,
Solanke
like
against Martinez. It's over.
yeah, it's never been more over. Delict though, Delict looked good on Saturday.
Honestly,
From what I saw,
he's proved me wrong. Like I thought he was just going to be average, but
no,
so far,
he's good. Those first couple games, it was a little spooky. He was just he was a little too antsy, but I think he's settled in well and he looked good. I
But
think
is
you
he?
tweeted out Hassan. Sorry, one sec about that. You think Euro and Delict should be the partnership going forward?
yeah.
That
It's
wasn't head loss.
because
That was real.
yeah, because like when you look all around the Premier League, Gabriel Saliba, you look at Diaz, Stones, or sometimes Gvardiol, Ake and stuff. You
Big
look at
men.
Real
That's
men.
what you're
big.
trying to get at.
Pause.
I feel like what he is because Martinez is not as fast. Well, he's not as quick to the ball as he used to be. He's lost his ability to step up because when you're not strong, when I'm not strong, sorry, when you're not tall, you can't win headers and you have to like shrug the person off the ball. But if you're late, then you get turned, and that's what's happened to Martinez this season. Someone could like I saw this tweet as well. Someone could make I retweeted it. Someone could make a compilation this season of every time Martinez stepping up that he's not won the ball, and it's led to like dirty transition. So if he doesn't get his fitness back, there's no reason why I wouldn't want Euro and Delict both comfortable on both feet, both like all around defenders. I don't see how that partnership doesn't work.
But do you not think that Delict could be one of those defenders who thrives in chaos? Like he thrives whenever balls going into the box, and he's making last ditch challenges. Whereas in a set of defense where we're controlling majority of the game, he has been known to have quite a few concentration
I feel
lapses.
like he's not a great passer, but he's good, comfortable with the ball at his feet. Like, he's not going to break lines for like Martinez does, but he is competent. He is decent, and you've got Euro as well. So obviously they're not bad build-up players, but they're not great. So you obviously take the load off them. But then defensively wise, you're set because honestly, I don't see how. Maybe I'm proven wrong, but I don't see how Martinez will be a long-term starting centre back. He can play like second fiddle. He can play rotation. He can come in maybe three at the back. Maybe sometimes with Euro with Delict. I just don't see how he can be a mainstay. Like it's just I don't know. I don't know if you feel the same way.
Something's got to change, man. So, like it can't continue on like this. I'm down to try anything at this point. Like throw Nana in the Regista role, bro. Like do it. Do anything you need. Throw anything you need to do to change something up.
Bro,
Because
give it to Giggs till the end of the season, man. I've had enough, man. Take me back to 2014. Just do that, bro.
Because on the ball, Lisandro, you got no complaints. Well, minimal anyway. But off the ball. It's just whenever he comes up against a big forward now, he's just
it's
too
over.
slow. Like,
Yeah, it's not agile enough. Not Kobe Manu though. What a player! That cameo was nuts.
and he came on and he was like going down the wing. He was
Bro, he was going
cutting the
insane.
box.
I was like, rest this guy a little bit. I wish we could afford to rest him more because when he looks fresh, he looks unbelievable, bro. That guy's so good.
I still don't get why. If you take Xerxes off, which I don't understand, you want to put Hoyland on. Okay, get it. More of a direct goal threat, more of just a straight runner. But why not just play Garnacho and Rashford? As we've seen, like Garnacho on the right wing, he's a decent crosser, gets down the byline, and he's played well on the right wing last season. So what has he got CTE? Ten Hag? Did he play American
Did you
football?
see his pregame quote though? He said that, and it was really weird. He said his best form is on the left.
Oh
And
yeah,
that-
yeah.
Like
I
goal scoring
saw
form.
It
when he
was
was
it
asked
was
about
that was
Rashford.
troubling for me because I don't agree. I think he's way
That's
better
what I
on the
said
right.
like a few weeks ago. Like Garnacho doesn't have to start. Like whenever he starts, he's obviously against Palace he was all right. It was just his finishing that was the issue. But I don't
But boys, do you
even.
think Ten Hag has CTE? Do you think he plays American football and just in his spare time just absolutely rocked in his head?
Maybe
I
you
don't know
can
what's going
ask his
on,
doctor.
bro.
Bro,
It seems we play on Saturday or Sunday. Surely Sunday because we played on.
Sunday at
Sunday.
4:30, so 12:30 your time.
All eyes on this game.
Yeah, it's a big
Yeah.
game, man.
It's
I
against
think
Spurs as well. Look, this is the game where if we don't play well, then shit's gone. Like
It could go. Like if we get beat like 3-0,
because Spurs have been awful, man. Like,
awful, bro, awful.
awful,
They damn near lost to like
terrible
whoever they played in the Carabao Cup.
Coventry. Hey, we
Yeah.
have history.
I mean, yeah, I guess we can't really talk. Fuck this club, man.
It's because of a toenail that
Can't
he's
do
still in the job. It's because of a bloody toenail that guy is still here, bro. I'm telling you
We're
now.
so bad, bro. We're so bad.
But he's
We're just. Do you like? Are you guys at the point where it's just like, okay, we're not a good team, or are you still like, you still think it's like on the precipice of something? Because for me personally, I'm like, I just don't think we're that. Like, I think we're just average.
no, but you can't be average and be this shit.
no. I've seen.
Like
this,
we've got good players, man. Like line
I
for
know,
like,
but like
Onana.
at some point, like it just
Okay,
Do you
the
remember
game's not
Onana,
played on
Champ.
paper, bro.
Do you remember the question I asked you a few pods ago? If you Ten Hag wouldn't be is not in the top 10 managers in the Premier League, I said where would you rank him? And you man was saying bottom 8 onwards. You need to understand that. Like I think this squad, I'm looking at the squad, name on it. I don't think it's a bad squad. I do see quality. Left back position obviously is stupid. We should have put someone in to replace Ericsson and Ugarte.
Jury's out.
Give him time. Give him
Ugarte.
time.
Jury's still
Give
out.
him
Jury's
time.
still out.
But there's only so much more like, oh, I did so bad. I need to play better. Things I can take.
Yeah,
Onana did it every game last season.
Start going with that is
Bro,
tough.
trust me,
That's
Onana
tough
did
to
it every game last season, and I fell for it. I'm not falling for it again. Like generally, like there's only so much I can take. Like it's not a bad squad. I think I don't think it is. There's dynamic options. We have Mazraoui. I love that guy. Honestly, we have Dallo. He's one of the best right backs in the Premier League or probably in the world. Shoot me, I don't care. That's the truth. It's the truth. The public need to hear this. Yeah, Ahmad's been unreal. He needs to do more in the final third, I say sometimes, but he's still very good. Rashford's back on form. Xerxes nonchalant, but he's techie. He's good. It's a good squad, and we have good options off the bench. It's just that there's no direction. Out of possession, like I remember Hassan, you said this last season, bro. You don't like Ten Hag because out of possession, he can't coach a defensive team. You can't coach defense out of possession. Nothing's changed. No, first 2 games, everything changed because Mason Mount was playing. Genuinely, because Mason Mount was playing, and he's so integral to our
We used a 4-2-4 today. Though why? Like
Good
didn't
good
work.
cameo when he came on, by the way. Decent cameo.
Did he touch the ball? I do. My
Yeah, he had a few nice touches.
My head was hot, bro. My head was
Lively,
hot.
running around. No, I don't blame you. I was kind of just. I was trying to trigger you.
I don't know. Like against Spurs, I can either see us getting pumped 4-0 or winning a 5-3 thriller. That's the only way it's gonna go. We're gonna get pumped, or we're gonna pump, or it's
Not
gonna be
keeping
like
a clean sheet. I'll tell you that much.
Oh hell no! If you got any Tottenham or United players in your FPL, defensive players, take them out right now. because you ain't getting no points. You're getting nothing unless it's Pedro Porro scoring a screamer.
Be a great game for a neutral.
Put
Hey,
If I was a
Solanke.
neutral, I'd be so excited to see this game.
Bro, the neutrals must love us because we're entertaining. We're really shit or really like good for like 10 minutes a half. No in between. There's always entertainment when you come to Old Trafford and you see United play.
But you know that when we play good, it looks so good because everyone's running around everywhere, like rotating.
Yeah.
everywhere.
First half against Palace, man.
Like Brazil.
I've never ever seen him act like that before, bro. In that first half against Palace. In the second half, it's like a switch just flipped, bro.
Yeah.
And today, like I thought we were running back to 22-23. Rashford was cooking, Eriksen's cooking, Maguire, Martinez at the back cooking. Like I was, yo, I'm back to 22-23. Like the vibes are good. And then next thing you know, Eriksen gets random CTE. Why did he turn? Why do you don't take a touch there, bro? You literally pass it back to the keeper.
Tottenham predictions. You already said yours.
I think I'll probably. I can see I think 2-2. 2-2.
Nah, I think it's gonna be like something like it's gonna be like a cricket score or an NFL
I
score.
think they'll beat us 3-1.
I think it's
Yeah,
gonna
Even
be
if it's at
something.
Old Trafford, that's
I feel like it'll be
Bro,
like
we just drew Twente. The Old Trafford
good.
means nothing now, bro.
I feel like it's gonna
they're
be
so good at
5-3.
creating chances, like usually.
No, I feel like it's gonna be 5-3. I think it's gonna be like
They've got
5-3.
Dominic Solanke. Just remember that.
Yeah, bro, that guy's got a hat trick
Yeah.
at OT last season, fam.
Oh my god, that Bournemouth
And now
game.
he's-
We lost
and now-
3-0 to Bournemouth at Old Trafford, and this guy's saying, "Yeah, bro, it's all over. It's over, bro. It's over."
Now he's got Maddison behind him, and he's got Son on the left, and he's got Kulusevski on the right.
Bro,
Brennan Johnson's cooking now too.
Oh,
Old Trafford used to be
Diallo
a
got that
fortress.
locked up.
Bro, Old Trafford used to be a fortress. Now it's a hostel. Anyone can come in for $5 for the whole night. Stay free of charge. Bring whoever you want in. It's a $5. Everyone's sharing the bathroom.
Wrap it.
Everyone's sharing. It's bro. It's gonna be like 5-3 Spurs. Solanke hat trick. The Sun double. Rashford will score, so I don't care. I'm happy. That's bro. That the old toilet, old hostel, whatever you want to call it, it's gonna be flipping entered by 11's guys from North London and kill us.
Wrap it.
Fucking hell, man. Well, on that note, it's it's over. If you didn't know,
It's never been more over.
And we'll probably be back on Sunday saying the same. So we will see you then. Try to keep your sanity, go outside, touch grass, hang out with people that love you because this club doesn't. All right, y'all. Peace.
See ya.